Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Carry On. Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing probably one of the most aesthetically fucking pleasing looking dudes I've ever seen fucking in the military, Jon Tsui. And a little something special about this interview. This is our second time doing this shit because the first time the file got corrupted, it all got fucked up. So here we are again. We're doing it again. So Jon, thank you for coming on with me, man. So yeah, man, tell the world, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, hey, what's up, guys? Happy birthday, America! It's 4th of July weekend, so yeah. Jon Tsui. I'm a Navy EOD vet. Did 6 years from 2008 to 2014. Deployed to Afghanistan in 2012, up in RC North. Little bit of vanilla route clearance stuff, but training partner in forces and stuff like that. So a little bit of honest work. Born in Connecticut, raised in California. I'm down in San Diego still because I got stationed down here and I knew I wanted to stay. So San Diego. Who are you?
I don't blame you, man. That's a gorgeous city, man. I've only visited it briefly, but it's nice down there, man. Okay, so you did 6 years active and some time reserve, correct?
Just an active ready reserve. So just sat on my butt. So.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know what the inactive ready reserve shit is, it's pretty much you're not in the military anymore, but there's a period of time where the military can call you up and say, "Hey, by the way, you're back in the military. We need you to fucking go." When did you join the Navy?
2008, February, Valentine's Day. So I spent that Valentine's Day with 69 other dudes. Yeah, totally.
So, your time doing EOD. So I know Army EOD, you got to do phase 1 up at Fort Lee. And then you go down to Florida. Where's that? Eglin?
Eglin Air Force Base, yeah.
And that's where you do phase 2, correct?
Yeah, it's a Navy school on an Air Force base that trains every service. So that's actually really an honestly unique experience, getting to work with all the branches, that early in your military career. Back in the day, you had to spend time in the fleet, but I think 2000, maybe it was 97. I don't know, but like a little bit before my time, they started taking people straight from the street session. So, Joe Blow me, rolls into a recruiting office and says, "I want to do EOD," and so they'll basically allow you to try out for the program. And so, yes, I mean, we, elevated PT screening test, with elevated, PT standards, includes a swim, push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, and then a 1.5 mile run. I mean, I don't know. The rest I know the rest of the branches run a little more than we do, but.
Well, I mean, shit, you guys do the swimming, so I mean, that's definitely kind of like a foreign thing in the Army. So do the Navy guys, do you guys go into dive school straight from phase 2? Yeah,
so you do, you got, 8 weeks in basic or boot, and then they started implementing a program just to kind of control the accession rates. Not accession, but attrition rates. So they call it dive prep or SEAL prep or all that stuff, So we spent, for me, we think it was like the extra 3 weeks just kind of, doing, more run-in and pool fam and stuff like that. So kind of just making sure that guys that are continuing on in the training phase, they're actually comfortable in the water, or at least, they're getting them more comfortable in the water. So they'll have, setting everyone up for more success, basically. So 3 extra weeks in Great Lakes, Illinois, and then 8 or so weeks, I think, or maybe it was 13. But Panama City Beach, Navy dive school, got through there, and then we just went down the road to the west, to the west a little bit. Right before Pensacola is Eglin Air Force Base. in Destin, Florida. It's another hot spot for spring breakers and all this stuff on the East Coast. So did that for, I think ideally it's about 52 weeks.
Nice long training pipeline.
Yeah. So the whole 6-year thing is kind of a weird number for most military things, and everything's always in 4s, but it's a 4-year contract with a 2-year extension for the training. So
makes sense. But I like that, how you guys got to do dive school first before you go to EOD. Because then, I mean, because I for those of you watching, schools like EOD school, that's super expensive, for the military to pay for you to go through that school. And for Navy dudes, getting out of EOD school and then going to dive school, and dive school is one of the fucking hardest, it's crazy. EOD and dive school are like the 2 hardest fucking courses in the military, and if you went through all of EOD school, then go to dive school and fail, and that's just a bunch of fucking money the military just fucking wasted.
Yeah. The Navy. I deployed to Afghanistan, which is kind of a weird thing for the Navy guys to do. But World War II. That's when EOD kind of came about, about the same time the SEALs did too. UDT and all that stuff. But our bread and butter was clearing mining lanes, shipping lanes for sea passage and stuff like that. But as soon as the IED war kicked off, we started transitioning to that, and I think still to today, Navy EOD is still the only branch that's special warfare qualified. So we got all the jump and the dive training. So that's kind of where all that plays into everything too. So we can deploy with any special forces group, and we can get to wherever we need to go with them.
Yeah, because the Army has only one EOD unit that is jump qualified and all that stuff that can get attached to all the cool guys and stuff. That's pretty cool that the Navy does that. So wait, are you Halo qualified too, or just straight airborne?
No. I just static. I don't know how many times I got in line for free fall, but I kept getting bumped by all the frogs. It's okay. It's cool. I'm not bitter.
All right, so you did. You said one deployment to Afghanistan up north, right? How long were you there for?
Yep. Was it only a 6-month pump?
Wow, damn. That's oh man.
Not too bad. No, yeah. For my military experience has been pretty phenomenal. I think in the scope of everyone else, how good or bad it could be. I don't know. I'm really blessed. Blessed. They kind of had my thing. But yeah.
Because I've noticed, man, it's a 50-50 chance, man. Some guys will have like the greatest time in, and some guys will just have just get shit on their whole time. So you did the 6-month tour in Afghanistan up in RC North. How was that, man? How was it? Because I've never been to RC North, so I don't know shit about that place.
Yeah, no, it's if it wasn't mine to hell, it'd be an amazing place. That's like the western limit of the Himalaya range, so it's all craggy and all these majestic mountains and beautiful and stuff like that. In the wintertime, it's just frozen over. There wasn't a lot of activity when we turned over, right around New Year's actually, and then thawed out. We had our JERV, our Joint EOD Rapid Response Vehicle, which is like a 22-ton 6x thing, and it's heavy as shit. And I drove a lot, and as the soil got softer and muddy and whatever, I kept getting it stuck, and all my guys kept giving me shit about that. So it's like, dude.
Fucking that Afghan man, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten fucking stuck or had to recover vehicles and fucking Afghan shit. Oh my god. I will say this: if you can successfully drive in Afghanistan in the winter, man, I don't think there's any other, driving conditions anywhere in the United States or anywhere else in the world that can stop you. Okay.
What's up, guys? Hey, thanks for watching the first episode of my interview with Jon Tsui. I know it's been a long time coming. I apologize. As you can see, I'm back at home for now. But yeah, keep checking in. We're going to put up the next episode next week. And yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let's get back to work, all right? I love you guys. I hate you guys. And I hope to God y'all been buffing shit out like I've been. Right? Ain't that right, Boo?
Yeah.
Yeah? Say bye.
Bye.
Look at the camera. Say bye.